The video you're about to see, guys, is sponsored by the EA Game Changers, a network which I'm a part of, where I'm able to bring you guys early content, get behind closed doors, and thankfully, guys, I was invited to Gamescom by EA, where they covered my flights, my hotel, and my meals as well, and give me the chance to get some early FIFA 18 videos for you guys to enjoy. Hi, guys, welcome to another FIFA 18 tutorial by myself, Bateson87. This one is going to be one which can help you get more goals in a game, finishing your chances with inside the area and showing you exactly how to place the ball, angle your body, and the type of shot which you should take inside the area. Now, this gameplay is pre-release gameplay as well, guys, so some things could change on it, but looking at FIFA 17 and the way we did the shooting then with the low-driven shots, the finesse low-drivens, and also some chip shots, it's going to be pretty much the same. And after the amount of games I played on FIFA 18, it is still very, very clinical and will get you at least 3 or 4 more goals in a game or over a weekend period. Who knows? But hopefully it does help you. A lot more simpler than the penalty tutorial as well. If you missed that, guys, the penalty tutorial was uploaded on this channel as well. And we are in the same place as we were in the start of the last tutorial, which is the arena. The arena. A place to figure out your angles. Now, even though the camera is very different to the one which we would use in game, you can see the position of Lewandowski. That is the player we are using in today's tutorial because, one, he has decent weak foot. He also has a decent finishing stat as well on FIFA 18, and we are playing with Bayern Munich. It's not just Lewandowski, but we do have a few other players in there to do the same type of shots and get you used to it. So, the things you need for this tutorial: you need a controller, whether it be PlayStation or Xbox, you need a shoot button, and you need some of the buttons which are R1, R1, RB, L1 and LB, that for your respective gamepad which you are using. So if you guys are enjoying the tutorials, a like rate and we very much appreciate it, guys. Remember to subscribe to me if you are not subscribed already. And as you can see, Lewandowski, this was one of my first times of playing the game and was jumping straight on into the tutorials, and we were having to play around with angles. You can see some of the angles make the different animation of the shots. You can see the main type of shot which we're going for, which is the low driven shot. There was just a finesse shot into the side of the goalkeeper, but in game, guys, you probably need to work on getting past the defender, becoming one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Even if you do have defenders in front of you as well, these shots are still very, very good, and we're just really having to play around in the arena, getting used to the angles. Some of them went in, some of them didn't, but that's where you should get rid of the errors in your game, and that is playing around in the arena, seeing what works, what doesn't, and then trying to practice it in the game of FIFA 18 when you're playing against your friends, the computer, foot champions, all that good stuff, guys. This will come in very handy. So we're going to start moving into a game, guys, of real life FIFA 18, where we're going to be playing against someone in game. We're going to be trying to get as many goals as we can, and we're going to be trying some different shot types which you guys should be having a play around with. So like I said, guys, your support on the videos is amazing. Leave a like, rate and subscribe, and definitely try and put this into practice come the full release of the game. So in the first clip, guys, we have broken through with Lewandowski. The defence isn't catching him. We then get to a point where we are able and got enough time to line up a perfect shot. Now, the difference between this FIFA and last FIFA is the fact that we have been given something new on instant replays, and I can use that to my advantage to show you guys at exactly what's happening. In the second clip, you can see Ribery breaking through this time, links it through to Lewandowski, who picks it off, and yet again a low shot. The reason we are going to be doing low shots today, if you guys have followed my videos throughout FIFA 17, you'll know that I always banged on about a low driven shot, keeping the shots low to beat the goalkeeper. You get a better percentage. Even here, a fake shot, a low driven shot into the far corner beats the keeper. It's harder for the keeper to get down on the ground than it is for him to get high. Hence why we are doing low shots. So the main fundamentals of doing the low driven shot, if you guys don't know how it works, usually you would just press the shoot button. That will put a shot on target and potentially have a chance of going in. But with the low driven shot, you are powering up your shot to about 2 bars of power. You are then at the end of the power up, guys, tapping the shoot button again, and it sort of resets it to a different type of shot. Now if you just power it up, it's probably going to go high. If you do the power up and then the tap of the shoot button at the end of the animation, then boom, it's a low driven shot. It's very, very powerful, and depending on what situation you are in, guys, you are going to get a goal because the keeper finds it very difficult to get down. But remember, guys, there is some new stuff in FIFA 18 in terms of positioning of the goalkeepers. You guys may or may not learn about it. When I'm able to do a tutorial on it, I will do it and to see if it works or not. But this period of time, we are still getting used to the shooting fundamentals of FIFA 18, and this should definitely the way you go about it. So the most important thing about lining up for the finish, guys, isn't the shot type itself. The main thing is the angles. Now this is something which is going to be trial and error, worth practicing, worth finding out which angles are the best ones, and in the highlights you have seen, guys, it's worth pausing on some of them to see which angle I was at for the type of shot that I did, and lining up and where the keeper's positioning is as to which way I am going to shoot. So you lined up the angles, that's all trial and error. Like I said, you need to go and figure out that out for yourselves, find your own angles like I've done for myself. It's very difficult because it's all situation based for me to show you the angles in which you should take certain shots, but we made it pretty easy this time round where we've just been able to line up the shots and then be able to do it. So the low driven shot itself is a very powerful one, struggles to get the keeper on the ground, so he's more likely not going to save it. And the other type of shot which you guys will be seeing in the highlights is the finesse low driven shot, and that is done by pressing the shoot button as you would do a finesse shot, and the finesse shot is done by holding the R1 and then pressing the shoot button. So R1 or RB are the controls you need, and then the shoot button together, and then you'll do a different type of shot. Now if you're from distance, a finesse shot just normally will be pretty sweet, but when you're inside the area, finesse shots are not the most useful, and the low driven finesse shots, depending on the angle you are at, guys, will definitely help you when it comes to putting the ball into the back of the net and beating the goalkeeper. So once you master the low driven shot, which is the power up and then the shoot button again like a double tap, then you can start moving on to different shot types as regards to the finesse shot. I would really recommend, guys, getting used to the low driven shot, which is the power up, then the shoot button, and then adding in the finesse button as well, and you'll do different types of shots as you've seen. Now another thing I do need to point out, and it's very different this year as well, you guys know about player statistics. So you've got the finishing, which is obviously very good for one-on-one situations and being inside the area. You also have the weak foot, which you can find presumably somewhere in the game on the player statistics, and that is what you need to figure out. You need to find out which foot is the most dominant one for the player which you are more than likely going to be shooting with, and doing a lot of research around the team that you do have to see whether you have Lewandowski. You're running on through a Lewandowski, he's got 4-star weak foot, but to get that more certain shot you're going to obviously bang it with his right foot. But then sometimes you may be one-on-one with Iron Robin, he pops up, he's got a very, very dominant left foot, and that's his stronger foot, and then if you shoot with his right, more than likely, dependent, you could miss a few chances, whether if you angle it onto his left foot, you've got a better chance of scoring. So player research is definitely another part of the finishing tutorial. So far, guys, 2 bars is the key for the low driven shot with inside the area, but there is also different types of shots you can do away from the low drivens. Now with these are a lot less accurate. The finesse shot is a very accurate and obviously gets it away from the keeper that little bit more, hence why you can use it as a bit of a modifier when doing the low driven shot. But there is a few instances, and it is situational based like I've mentioned, where you will be in a place to hit the finesse shot, and maybe not inside the 6-yard area, but maybe just inside or just outside the area. The finesse shot is going to be very, very powerful, and a very good tool to beat the goalkeeper. You can see with the amount of power we did put on, we haven't activated the low driven, we've literally just finesse shot, which is about 2 to 2.5 bars, and it sinks past the goalkeeper nicely with that shot type. Just make sure, guys, when you do activate the shoot button, that you do have the finesse modifier pressed when you are powering up the shot, and you can see that was a very, very nice goal from Ribery in this clip. And for the final shot type we are taking a look at today, guys, it is going to be the chip shot. One one which can be used in desperation when the keeper is charging out at you and you've got no other way of maybe putting it to the left or right of the goalkeeper and you need to go over the top. Now the problem with this, the keeper could literally stand there and pick the ball up, but if the keeper does commit to the floor, the ball will flow nicely over him, and inside the area, guys, I would recommend going no more than over 2 bars power on the shot. This is done by pressing the shoot button at the same time as the chip shot button, which is the L1 or LB modifier on your game card. So you would hold the L1, you would then power up your shot, and then hopefully the keeper commits to the ground like our keeper did against Lewandowski, and the ball just floats over nicely and puts you that extra goal up. So for the chip shot, guys, L1 and then the shoot button, and then you'll do a nice chip shot. But guys, definitely even take anything away from this, get practicing them low driven shots and you'll see a complete change in your finishing and amount of goals that you score per game, as well as it was a main addition to FIFA 17, which a lot of people still avoided doing, but it did get people a lot of goals when they did master it. So guys, if you enjoyed this tutorial, hopefully it does help you get them extra goals needed against the computer, your friends, or even in FUT Champions, and make sure you share it with your friends as well. So leave a like rating, guys, subscribe if you're not. If you've got any more questions about it, feel free to comment down below and I'll aim to answer them, and hopefully this tutorial has been helpful to you, and hopefully, guys, we get to see you on the FIFA 18 pitch scoring some absolutely amazing goals.